Aries, and welcome to Ascending Souls Journey. I am Lorianne, here to give you the messages for the month of April. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aries. We're going to look at you, whatever's going on in the storyline on your end, and the opposing side of what you're dealing with. This could be a person, this may be romance, family, career, finances, whatever comes through, I will give you those messages. And I hope you guys are doing well. So we're going to start off your reading. And again, remember, this is a general reading, so these cards that I'm pulling right now are going to be representing you, the viewer of this video. And then we'll look at the other side, and you'll know whether it's your end or the other side. But I hope you guys are doing really great. April in the Northern Hemisphere. Ooh, whoa. Okay, that is not by chance, and that does not happen. So the Five of Swords just flew out of the deck, and it flew right on top of my candle, where I thought it was going to catch on fire. Because I have a little tea light candle down here. I always have a candle lit when I do these readings. Now this is about arguing. This is also about self-sabotage energy. But I feel for a lot of you, you're struggling right now with a lot of negativity that's going on around you. You might be having a very difficult time rising up above what's going on in the outside world, because it's like we really don't know. So if we don't know what to plan for, how do we plan for it? And I don't know why these messages are coming through. I'm guided. I call in my angels. I see it, hear it, feel it, know it, and I read it through to you through these cards. So Aries, this is not good, and it falling on top of the flame. I want you guys to be very, 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 very careful. You can see this is a battle right here. Be very careful. Be very cautious when it comes to electricity. Make sure that your power is turned off. Make sure you are alarmed. They said alarm. Make sure you're checking all your smoke alarms and things like this. So take this as a forewarning to go through spring in the Northern Hemisphere, right? It's like spring cleaning. Go through, check all your batteries. Make sure everything is safe and secure in your home. But this is really about the thought process of what's going on within this group of you. And you could be dealing with an air sign, most definitely. But this is about the lack of communication between you and somebody you know. So what they just showed me was like you say something and they only hear the first two words. And then they say something and you hear 5 words, but both of you are leaving out the rest of the sentence. So you're not getting the full meaning of what each other is trying to say. Now we have the Star card that flew out with it, and that's a really great card. It can represent, and it does represent, the sign of Aquarius. So some of you Aries, you may have Aqua in your chart, like I do. I have an Aries rising and I have an Aquarius sun. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, whatever this situation is, okay? And I feel for some of you, it may be a family dynamic or a friend, like somebody, and it could be a coworker, somebody you view as, you would consider them your family. You would invite them over for special days and things like that, right? So there is an opportunity to heal this situation, whatever it is, to heal the unspoken words that were not communicated the last time you saw or spoke to each other, the last time you communicated with each other. So it's almost like what I'm hearing through this message, and we have the card of victory on the bottom, and again, nothing happens by chance. I don't usually look at the bottom of the deck, but it's not a reconciling. It's a repeat that's going to fly in from out of the blue. It's just going to come in. So let's say a year ago or whenever you spoke with them last, the two of you were talking on the internet. And now you have a situation a year later with the internet, and somehow it's bringing it back around. This is most likely going to be in your memory. Not all of you are going to communicate. Now we have the Prince of Swords, and there you go. This is a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius individual. But most definitely, this is a person who is very much a truth seeker, a person who wants information before they make a logical decision. Now, the downside to this card, this individual, they may be very immature, whoever you're dealing with. They may be looking at this from an overly logical, the over masculine energy, right? And I'm going to be doing that video. I promised it to you. I just didn't have time in March. So this is this person around you not communicating in a mature way, in a very immature way, childlike, very childlike. We have the Seven of Wands right here, and they're putting up their barrier against you. Whatever took place, whatever happened between the two of you, created this invisible divide between the two of you. And they're pushing away. Now, this individual recognizes, and they do recognize this, that they need to create boundaries. But I feel for them, they aren't quite there yet. They need to look a little bit deeper because of the maturity level of who they are. And they most likely, because, you know, we're looking at the Prince of Swords. So this is most likely a young, a teenage to a young adult individual. Or they act like that. There is an opportunity to, when you bring this back around, when this comes back around for you, Aries, what they're saying is there is a way for you to fix this. You don't even have to talk to them. When you go back and you look at this situation, recognize where you yourself needed to create boundaries. We have the Two of Swords that just flew out as far as a detail card. And they're saying, with this Two of Swords, you sat there, you didn't know what to do. Now, that is the adversity between the divide of the two of you. Remember, there's an invisible divide there, and that's going to create this particular moment where we don't know whether to take action, sit back, to talk, to not talk, what to say, what not to say, where we have to really pay attention to our thoughts. We have to do research. We got to find out if whatever they said was true, was not true. So if this is a romantic partner, oh yeah, you've got some more research to do, and I'm hearing counseling may be an opportunity for you to heal. It doesn't have to be traditional. It can be holistic counseling, spiritual counseling, and there you go, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a person who uses their logic. They can turn their back on you because they think from logic. They don't bring their heart in there when they're in a low vibration. And because the back is to you, this is somebody who turned their back on you. Now, it could very well be opposite, right? You could have turned your back on them. But whatever's going on with this particular individual, it really created a repetitive pattern of negative communication and negative thought processing. So that would be like them determining what you're going to say before you ever even open your mouth, right? You know, it's like, I wasn't going to say that at all. Yes, you were. No, I wasn't. We've all had that, right? We have the Ten of Pentacles, and they have something to do with your foundation. The Ten of Pentacles, this is the beautiful life that all of us want. Surrounded by everything and everyone we love. Our work, everything is in perfect order. But when we're looking at this, you're trying to figure out, you or they are trying to figure out how to heal this situation and come back to a place of grounding in this particular, because again, this is like a family member or a friend. This is a co-worker that you would have invited to all your barbecues and your birthday parties and family type celebrations. Now, it could actually be a romantic partner. Now, I also feel the energy of Pisces is in this, and I am doing Pisces live. Today is the 31st of March. So these are the April readings, a little late, but at least we get to see what's coming, right? And I do these for you weekly. All right, I'm going to pull another card on your end. Let's see where this is going for you. And it almost hit the candle again. We have the Six of Wands. This is feeling victorious. That's what I'm saying. There is an opportunity, Aries. If this is a career, you have an opportunity to turn it around. Whatever you've been battling, whether it's your own self or battling with a person and the immature side of you or the immature side of someone else, this is getting ready to change. You are literally have the opportunity over the month of April to turn this situation around and become victorious in the entire situation. Now, I'm going to pull a romance card for those of you who are looking at this from a love angle, because it very well could be. Absolutely. You know, with the Star card, it's a beautiful card. It's about hope. It's about faith. The Star card is the card of Aquarius, because Aquarians are the humanitarians of life. So they see the world filled with love, but they're viewed in a negative way oftentimes as curt, because they're very truthful and people don't like the truth. This could be you, Aries, looking at the truth about the person you're dealing with, and is it even possible to reconcile differences with them? Is it even possible to fix and repair at work? And I'm getting a big yes. There is a chance for this to take place. You have to trust the process when it comes to you and your current romantic partner. Whether you're in under the same roof or you're in different areas of the world, because, well, we're in March of 2021. So the world's a little bit different now, and we have to trust everything that's going on, because it truly is a spiritual battle that's taking place. And a lot of you know this. You've seen things in the invisible realm. You feel it. You know it. You're Aries. You guys know this. You know this. So trust the process when it comes to your partner, whether you can or cannot fix this relationship. Either which way, you will come out feeling as though you've established something and you've grown in your own self. And that is victory. Now, when it comes to you, if you're single, we've got the card of free yourself. Whatever took place in the past with this Five of Swords energy, whoever you were dealing with, that may have been very much an immature Libra, Aries, or Aquarian individual. Whatever happened, the negative words, the back and forth, he said, she said kind of a situation, let it go. If it is not in your present current life, let it go, because you've got somebody coming in, and it may very well be an actual Aquarian. The King of Swords, by the way, represents the sign of Aquarius as well in the tarot. So you might be getting ready to meet an aqua or a true humanitarian in the full gist of the meaning humanitarian, and it could lead to something absolutely amazing, where the two of you look absolutely wonderful side by side to the entire world. It's like the power couple is what I'm seeing. It's making its way to you now, Aries. The power couple is getting ready, and even if you're in a current relationship, I mean, this is the energy that it can lead to by the end of April. So let go of anything that's been restricting you, let go of anything that's been holding you back, and let's pull an angel message for each and every one of you that are still watching. And I thank you for that. And please subscribe to the channel if you have not, because that's what keeps us up and going, so we can bring these messages to you. Fiona, now that you've asked for angels' help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. You see? So even the cards are saying you've got something absolutely amazing. You've done so great in the way that you've reviewed your life, that you're going to be rewarded. This is going to take place. A wish will be granted by the end of April 2021 for this group of you. So I hope you have an amazing month. Please subscribe and watch us in the future each week when we upload our videos, and much love.